What's up, YouTube? You're doing an update on my 10-gallon nano. It's a low-tech, easy setup. I tried to make it as inexpensive as possible, but something always pops up where you either have to spend a little more or my equipment the same. It's an Aqua 50 clear, hang on the back filter. I'll show it to you now. All I've got is ChemiPure, some Purigen, and some polyfilter. I've got my mangrove. I got my Eheim heater, 50-watt heater. I got my little power head. Look at my Zoa garden. Right here I got a toadstool leather. My hammer, for some reason, is turned an odd shape. It's like more swollen at the base than the tentacles. My acans are growing. There's baby heads on the sides. I don't know if you can see them from here, but check out this kryptonite candy cane. It's in the middle of splitting. It's fat and swollen. These two are a new addition. Some rainbow stylophora on the left and a pink stylophora on the right. It's one of the first SPS that I've get. We'll see how these go. I've only had these for about 4 days, so keep my fingers crossed. Here's a Monty cap. Shrimp right by it. My Rastas. Those are getting bigger. Filling up that cap. I went ahead and, or that plug, I went ahead and cut the stem off that plug and glued it onto the rock there. You can see my little red cloves. Some utter chaos there. Single polyp. I've got a Ricordia, Florida, I think, on the right, and then on the left or in the back is a nuclear sunset mushroom. Look at this puppy right here, this Duncan. I remember the last video I think I was making, it seemed it was withering away. It's now quadrupled, if not 5 times grown its size ever since. Got my green little zoas there as well. In the back I have my sun corals underneath the rock there, if you can see them. They're not open. They're usually open in the morning or late at night. Green acans, rainbow acan, green star polyp in the back. Back here is a mystic reef. I'm sorry, a mystic sunset. And right here is a new addition. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks pretty creepy. Orange glowing. Look at this. Look at all them polyps on there. All them zoas. That rock, that whole rock there I could gone for 40 bucks. It's quite a deal, I think. Other than all the hitchhiking pests that came on it, I had to dip it 2-3 times. But yeah, it's pretty nice. All the zoas are growing. Look how wide they are. Almost like a dime size. Anyways, it's not that hard to keep. What I'm doing is, I'm actually doing a 25% water change twice a week. I've been thinking about going with the Miracle Mud on the sump. That's gonna take like about $100, I'm thinking. So I'm kind of debating whether if I should or not. Oh yeah, one other thing. Back there in the corner right there, right in the middle, is my anemone. I don't know if you can see them in between the stylo and the green star polyps. He likes to come out once in a while. Oh, and see that single head right next to the stylophora. single head of zoanthid. I found them floating around, so I grabbed them and glued them there to the bag. Again, I don't do much but just a weekly water change. I have a Kessel A80, and that light is actually pretty good. I don't have to turn it up all the way. I actually keep it about midway. Right now I'm using a gel filter again. That's why you're seeing it so clear, or all the colors. Or also it look like this. I just slide it back. With this we can see all the copepods on the glass as well. You see them? The only thing I don't have is coralline algae. Something I'd like to see, but again, I know that once it starts growing, it starts using up calcium and alkalinity. So maybe something I don't want to see yet, or much of. Like I said, I do 25% water change a week. I have one of these, so I can show you. I have these drums here. One's a salt water, one's a fresh water, 5 gallons each. One I do just a manual top off with my fresh water every day, and my salt water, I do it when I change out my filter in the back, which is twice a week. The filter pad is what I change out. It's almost like having a skimmer with the filter pad, and instead of changing out the cup on the skimmer, you change out the pad. It's a little bit of work, but I mean, it keeps the water pretty clean and pristine, and so far so good with the SPS. My nitrates are about 10. Again, I'm using an API test, and my phosphate is undetectable. Well, it's at 0 according, because it goes from 0, and then the next color on the API test is 0.25. So it's not a low precise test, but as long as it doesn't change color on me, I know I'm still below 0.25, which is way higher than recommended. I think it's supposed to be at 0.08. But yeah, I've seen a lot of videos on the Miracle Mud, and Miracle Mud I think is the way to go. You have no skimmer. But again, I'll have to either drill a hole or get a overflow box for the back, and then make a sump and fit it down here. Now, I don't what is it called? I don't put in any nutrients other than Red Sea. That's dose. I don't dose any nutrients other than Red Sea Energy A and B. Now let me tell you, careful when dosing those, because you can have an algae breakout. I did. I was given 2 mLs of each every other day, and I had a bad algae breakout. It cleared up after a couple 50% water changes, but now I only do 2-3 drops of each A and B of the Red Sea Energy. But so far so good. It looks good. I mean, everything looks like it's happy. Now I have a Gold Watch. I'm sorry, a Gold Watch. Watchman Blenny somewhere. Goby Blenny. And a Firefish, but they're pretty shy. I just got them like 2-3 days ago. 4 days maybe. The same day I got these stylos. The stylos are looking pretty nice. I like the polyps on them. But yeah. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and keep tuned for my next update. Maybe like I said, I'm thinking of putting in a sump and going with the miracle mud. I watched a lot of videos on that, and it seems pretty impressive. Alright, YouTube, any questions, comments, please don't hesitate. Thanks.